Hi, I'm going to show you how I apply my Jamberry nail wraps. I use what we call the 1, 2, 3 method. I've already applied my jams on my right hand, and now I'm going to apply them on my left hand, and I'll show you how I go about doing that. I'm really excited because my jams match my outfit that I'm wearing this weekend. We have Jamberry Regionals, and I can't wait. I cannot wait. It's my first Jamberry event. I was supposed to go to Summit over the winter, and it was in Boston, and it snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed that day, and I could not go. So, Regionals it is on Saturday. Here we go. I'm going to turn on my mini heater. Ooh, see how loud that is? Wow. So loud. But here it is. It's on. Alright. Now, I've got my wraps here, and since I already did my other hand, I have some missing. Alright. I always start with my pinky. It makes life nice and easy. And I'm going to go off my face and show my hands now. Alright. So, I have my heater, and how I do it is I always cut my sheet in half. So this is a half sheet. I have a whole nother strip of these wraps, and I use an orange stick, and I cut my jam in half before I even take it off the sheet. For me, that makes life easier. And then when it comes time to peel it up, so I'm starting with my pinky. I'm going to use this wrap here. Put it in front of the heater for just a second. If the lighting is bad, it looks bad to me. And I apply it to my nail. I just sort of rest it there. Do you see how that's just sort of setting on there? That way, if it's a little crooked or whatnot, I still can move it around. So you press right down just down the center. You can see my sides are still sticking up. They're not down yet. Okay? And then I'm going to put one side in front of the heater, and then press it down with my finger. So see, it makes a nice, smooth, tight seal. And then I'm going to put the other side back in front of the heater, and I'm going to smooth that down with my finger. So I have some extra here on top. As you can see, I'm going to chop that off. I'm going to trim it. I'm going to make sure it's down, sealed onto the tip real good before I trim it. Okay. And then I let that cool. I move on to the next wrap. I don't file yet. I wait until I'm finished before I file. Okay. So here's a wrap I haven't cut yet. I just slice right down the center. I grab it with my orange stick. A little bit in front of the heater just for a second. I place it on my finger. See? I press down the center. Not hard, kind of gentle on that one. I put it back in front of the heater. So that's why it's called 1, 2, 3, because it goes back in front of the heater 1, 2, and 3 times. So there we go. That wrap is on there good. I'm going to move on to my next finger. Now, something that's cool is these are clear. You can take, this is how you can judge which wrap fits your finger. You don't want to pick a wrap that's too big and touches your skin. If the wrap touches your skin, what's going to happen is the oil from your skin is going to get underneath the wrap. It needs to have a really good tight seal right on your fingernail. No skin. And so sometimes that means that you need to have a little gap on either side of the nail, which doesn't hurt. I don't know if you can see it on this nail here. See how I just have the teeniest, tiniest little gap right here? But that's going to provide a good seal. And look, no one, I'm sorry about the lighting. The lighting isn't the greatest. I have shadows. No one is going to see that gap when they look at your fingernail. I promise. I'll show you the finished product. You will see. Okay, moving on to my pointer finger, and wait till you see the outfit that I'm wearing. My nails are going to match perfectly. The skirt I'm wearing has this exact pattern. Now I'm not happy with where I set that, and because I just sort of set it on my nail rather than press down, I can pick it back up. And I'm going to get that on there the way I like it. Alright. Back in front of the heater, press. So pressure and heat are what keep these wraps on. And you want to just press real good. Okay. And the last one is my thumb. Now I have a little trick with my thumb, and you guys are going to be really excited that I taught you this. Now, see if you can see my thumb. My cuticle line here is very straight. It is not round like the wrap. So, what I do, here's the wrap I'm going to use right here, okay? Before I put the wrap on my finger, before I even cut it in half, because doing what I'm doing takes a little bit off. So I'm just going to chop off the smallest little piece off the back side of the wrap, okay? So I don't know if you can see that just yet. If you can see here where I did it on my other side, my other thumb. That little sliver that's left on there. Okay? So now I'm going to cut my wrap so that I can apply it to my thumb, and I'll show you what. I'm going to take off the sheet here. Okay. Now, some people have round thumbs, and they do not need to do this trick. It's because I'm on video. It wants to give me a tough time. There we go. Now, see, you can see the little piece that's left over on there, and you can see the shape of my wrap. I literally kind of just made it into a rectangle with a little bit of curved edges. But wait till you see what it looks like on my thumb. I don't have any spaces on either side. Where some of you might have that from the wrap. Being curved and your thumb line being straight. Now I'm going to show you what I mean. Do you see? My thumb is completely covered. No big round empty spots. Alright, so now I'm going to show you quickly how I file. All my nails are ready. They have some extra on there. I'm going to show you how we get that off. Okay? So I start with my Jamberry file. My Jamberry file. And you're always going to file in a downward motion. You're not going to file up and down, otherwise that'll make your wrap want to peel off. So just a downward motion. And you're going to see what happens here. See, it's starting to curl. A piece is starting to come off. And then I sort of give it a little tug. And there's a couple little edgy spots that you don't want to leave there because those will snag in your hair or on your clothes. I get those off. And I've got myself a perfect jam. Move on to the next nail. Take off the piece. Make sure I don't have any little edges hanging, because they get caught, and that'll pull your wrap up on the edge. Give it another good press. Well, I can turn my heater off now. Not that you could tell that it was on anyway. But here we go. So see, those 3 nails are done perfect. Now moving on to my pointer, which broke recently, so that's why it is so short. I had to trim them all because this one broke But that's what happens to the girl who's never had long nails. So there you go. She doesn't know how to use them. Okay. So here we go on the last one. There we go. My nails are ready to rock and roll. Woohoo! I'm ready to go. I could go, I don't know, I could go do anything right now. I've actually made meatloaf not too long after I've put my jams on. Some people say that you need to wait before you put them underwater and things like that. And if you're having troubles keeping them on, yes. I don't have that issue. I can go and take a shower right now and not have any troubles with my jams. But like I've said before, I said it in the other video, everybody is different, so we all react to jams differently. And if you have trouble keeping your jams on, talk to me. We'll figure out how to make it work. Thanks for watching. Sorry that it took 11 minutes. That's too long.